McFarlane Toys has released 6 Steven Universe construction sets. The figure looks nice. I do have to say that right off the bat, these are not good quality bricks. I guess the decals were their way of saying that their bricks suck so hard that the only way to hold them together are with these stickers. The overall structure of this thing is garbage. They actually painted these buttons for us. Why didn't this happen with the rest of it? So there were problems with each of the small sets. Maybe the medium sets would do better, but I doubt it. Let's start the medium sets with Amethyst. This sucked. There's more problems with the instructions. The colors on some of the bricks and the instructions don't match with the actual bricks. For example, the fridge says it should have gray bricks to make a shelf. The actual brick is peach. These things are getting aggravating. Then there's more problems with the decals. This stupid book tells me to put the decals after I build the stuff around it. So it just makes it really hard to put it on correctly. The hinges on the fridge will hurt your hands, so use some kind of pounding tool or else your fingers are toast. Oh, and when the fridge is done, you're not even happy with the reward. The door, at least on mine, is crooked from putting so much force on the bricks just to attach them. And the bricks don't fit that well anyway. Also, every single time I open the door, these cardboard parts come out. When I first put the cardboard parts on there, it seemed like they were gonna stay. It wasn't until afterwards when I kept opening the door that the things just kept falling out. Probably the suckiest thing about this set is the faucet. It's made out of a rubbery plastic, and when you see the bottom of it, you can see that it has 4 squares because, well, it's soft plastic instead of the same stuff that the rest of the kitchen is made out of. I also felt like I was going to scrape off the paint because of the soft plastic. It's there now, but trust me, it's not secure. It's the best I could do. The highlights on this set are Amethyst herself. The whole time I felt bad for her because, well, she was just sitting there innocently looking at me building this kitchen. The food items are pretty cool too. The cookie cats in the freezer, the bagel sandwich, and of course, the together breakfast. If this line continues, I think I'd like to see what was originally planned, the rest of Steven's house with Amethyst. Most of the problems with this set were in the building part, and the fridge actually was fixed eventually, so I'm gonna give this one a 3. It gets an average score. Now it's time to build the set of the leader and my favorite of the crystal gems, Rose Quartz. This one, it wasn't as bad as the rest. And I'm not being biased either. I mean, Rose's body is loose, but by now that's expected from these McFarlane bricks. Her wrists are also loose, which makes it inconvenient to put her shield on her hand. Nothing major, but annoying. The paint on the sword is thick again, but at least is not like the ham hocks. Okay, I have been waiting for this. Now I can talk about the infamous McFarlane dry brush technique and how all their figures somehow look rough. For some reason, McFarlane Toys think that dry brushing on 99% of their toys makes them look distinguished, Classy, expensive, and all that other BS. Also, they think that by making their toys rough, they look more realistic. They look like they're made out of stone. I don't understand why they had to do this to Rose. It's not like they did this to any of the other characters in the line. So, how's the Steven Universe line going? Great, sir. We're almost done. What? Where's the dry brush? Where's my legacy? I'm Todd McFarlane, father of Spawn, king of the dry brush toys. Yes, sir. But this is a cartoon. I don't care. You're not gonna pull a cartoon Beatles on me again. We still have the rose quartz set to finish, right? Dry brush her hair or you're fired. Aside from the dry brush hair, once again, we have loose bricks that are loosely held together by decals. Okay, let's face it. The decals are there to hold everything together. It's pretty much decorated tape. The highlights of the sets are the frosted bricks. These things are pretty sweet, and they hold on much better than the average McFarlane brick. I really like the warp pad, but because Rose is made from the same material as the McFarlane bricks, she loosely fits on the peg. Another thing I thought was super awesome is that the door is double-sided, so you can choose your door. It can be Rose's door or the Crystal Gems door. That is awesome. Now, the only thing about that is that it's made out of cardboard. And really, it should have been just like the sign from the Garnet set. It should have been made out of plastic. If this line was to continue, it would be amazing to see Rose's tree with Lion. I think we all wanted to see Lion. Now, this set is probably my favorite because it is a little bit bigger, but it also has my favorite character. So on that, I am being a little bit biased. I also feel like it's holding together better than some of the other sets. So I'm going to give the Rose Quartz set a 4 out of 5. After all is said and done, I actually do like these medium sets. The only thing is, they're definitely not meant to be played with. So these are really cool displays. Next time, we'll take a look at the largest set, Steven and Greg in the Mr. Universe van.